So 9.3 is dropped, and those rewards are looking pretty juicy. There are 4 Tier 7 basic catalysts, which is just over enough for one rank 4 7-star, but thankfully I've been hoarding my resources for several weeks now. I have 5 Tier 7 basic already, totaling to 9 Tier 7 basic upon exploration of 9.3, which means we'll be able to do 3 rank 4s after we explore 9.3. We'll also be able to open a few titans, which is going to be pretty important for me honestly, because I haven't been able to open that many with this new rotation, so I should hopefully be getting a lot of new characters. Let's not stall any longer, there's plenty to do. We have all of 9.3 to explore, and we also have to figure out how to fight this Doom boss. Let's hope he doesn't kick my ass too much. So honestly, the quests leading up to Doom were admittedly quite simple in my eyes, as long as you brought the champions that match the class of the gate at the beginning of each path. You should be able to handle most of what's here without thinking too hard. Come to think of it, the first iteration of Elder difficulty was honestly a lot harder than 9.3, but that's a different topic. But yeah, story content has become quite easy in my eyes, and there are already enough creators out there who make guides on how to take each path and boss, so I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. I'm not going to try to make guides on this content. Frankly, I'm not really interested in this content. It's not interesting enough to motivate me to make guides, and the only thing I'm really excited for are the rewards that we'll be getting. So yeah, like I said, this content really wasn't for me this time. I mean, I used to really enjoy story content, and I feel like back in Act 7 and a little bit of Act 8, I enjoyed it more. And I don't know if I really enjoyed having to do 6 paths per quest. I mean, that's 36 total paths at the end of the quest, or at the end of the chapter, which, you know, it's a lot. But I felt like the node combinations were more memorable and more enjoyable in the earlier second book, which is like Act 7 and Act 8. I found this to be more monotonous than before. I mean, I don't have direct pinpoints of like which nodes I like better, which nodes I like less, but it's just an overall feeling that I've gotten. I found it more boring than anything, which is frustrating, but the rewards are great, they're relevant, and it makes sense to get through this as soon as possible, and I had the time to do so, so we rushed into it. And you guys can just see, based on some of these fights that I've taken, it's like I'm using the same characters pretty often. In fact, if you guys are watching, we could play a little game with this. I want you guys to guess who my most used character was throughout all of this. And yes, you could go through and count all of it if you really feel like it, but just based on like all these snippets, I want you guys to guess who my most used character was. I'll have the correct answer. I'll heart all the correct answers, but comment down below who you think my most used champion is. But yeah, we're just, you know, going through this quest, going through this chapter. I do enjoy making these little like montage videos, so if you guys enjoy these, let me know by hitting like and commenting and subscribing if you're new. Trying to grow the channel. I was really hoping to hit like 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but that's not happening. So I'm just looking forward to growing my community as much as possible here. But yeah, if you guys do have any questions on 9.3, just comment down below as well. Like I recorded the entirety of my run, like every single fight that I did in this quest or in this chapter, I recorded. So I've got the full paths still saved. I'm not gonna make content on each path. It just feels very niche, but if you guys have any questions, I can easily refer back to what I did. And the whole point of showing little bits of each fight is so you guys can see who I use for each fight as well. So it's semi-guide, semi-montage. But yeah, I'm not really going to explain anything unless you guys ask in the comments. But yeah, we are slowly making our way to Dr. Doom. We should be getting pretty close to him. And I am really excited to try this dude out. I didn't test him when he was on the content creator beta server. I normally don't do that for all the bosses, just because I want to experience them fresh on the live server. But yeah, we're getting really close to this, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun, I think. Alright, so we have now reached Doom. Let's see if we can figure this out. From what I've gathered, he's pretty straightforward. He just requires specific inputs, and multi-hit medium champions are going to be great here, like Silk, Werewolf by Night, Northstar. I just heard he's extremely punishing if you mess up and don't do the actions that he's looking for. So yeah, we've got a lot to do. I'm stalling. Let's get into it. So yeah, like I said, these multi-hit medium champions are great here because they can clearly amplify easier. Yeah, I think I'm actually getting this. I feel pretty confident here. Well, that one is expected, but let's see if we can clean it up on the next 2 runs. Okay, quick side note here. I actually enjoyed this lane just because I got to use She-Hulk and have some fun with that. I really like her slow mechanic where when you remove the unstoppable with her heavy, she gains a fury. But yeah, we have now reached Doom for the 2nd time. I am fully anticipating on getting my ass kicked again, but let's see what happens. Oh yeah, great. Okay, this dude is just straight up whooping my ass. I need to clean it up for round 3 or we might be in some trouble here. Alright, so the light at the end of the tunnel here, the final path. Let's see if we can get this Doom down efficiently for the 3rd time. So I think at this point you would kind of expect that I've gotten comfortable with the fight somewhat. And I'd love to say that was the case, but this fight is just so punishing if you make a mistake that I still died so many times. I was able to clear Doom's first phase without dying, which I'm very proud of. That's why I showed it here, but you guys are going to quickly see that we just screw up and he slaps us into oblivion numerous times again. So yeah, he's just, yeah. I got to see his special 3 too, and guess what he does during his special 3? You guys won't guess how he knocks you out with the special 3. Watch. You guys are going to find it funny. Watch. He charges up his hand, and then backhand slaps you. So, yeah, this Doom just loves to slap people, and I got my fair share of slaps from this guy. But hey, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. The final heavy attack against Dr. Doom. And there we go. Doom is down for the 3rd time after he took me down, I don't know, way too many times. But we've got plenty of rewards to open, plenty of catalysts to use. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so a few days have passed, and now we're doing our rewards opening. I've got Bruno here. He's not happy to be on my lap, but he's going to make too much noise otherwise. But we're starting with the Titans, and I'm excited for these. Our first one is going to get us Jean Grey, which I'm not too excited about. I already have her at rank 3, already have her awakened. I think this is now Sig 80. So let's see if we can get someone new from these next 2. Like, I really want a new champion. There's a lot of good new ones. Let's see. Maker. So Maker is awesome. I really like Maker. I've always liked Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic's like one of my favorite characters to use. Or used to be like in Alliance Wars, so I'm pretty pumped about that one. And the last one that we're going to be getting, Baron Zemo. That's huge too. These are both 2 champions that I would love to rank 4 in the future. Zemo has great prestige. He's also a pretty solid attacker for some certain defenders. He's pretty sweet, and Maker's awesome too. So our 7-star relic, our stat cast, let's see what we get. Yeah, the Kushala one, not too interesting in my opinion. It's pretty okay. I mean, I guess it's good for defense, but yeah. We're going to open the 6-star one, and we're just going to pop it. We already have a bunch of these, so it's just going to be, you know, relic embers. But now we're going to open a couple 7-star basics. Let's see what we get here. Just 3 characters. I do want to rank up Professor X, so that's cool. And then Patriot, he's already ranked 3, so Sig 80 now is pretty huge. And we have enough to get another Titan if we get the some extra shards. So we got the shards from the Valiant Selector here, and then we're getting some with Radiance. So yeah, there we go. Now we have enough for one more Titan. Let's see who we get here. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really enjoying a lot of these characters in the Titan pool. Like I think that they're all very good. But let's see who we get. Wow, Neeko. Neeko is probably the best champion in here. I do think she's like a little too OP, but that's besides the point. That's awesome for my account. So yeah, 3 new Titans. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, we'll probably rank up all 3 eventually. But now it's time for the rank 4s. So the first one that we're going to do is maybe a bit surprising. We're going to rank up Shang-Chi. I really like Shang-Chi. I never really used him too much as a 6-star, and he just controls the fight so well. And he's tactic in Alliance War, so I'll probably end up using him for the next 2 seasons. But yeah, he is just very powerful. In Battlegrounds, he kicks ass. He has so much control over the fight with that slow debuff. I think it's like 20 seconds long, and you can keep applying it, so you'll have it on indefinitely. And then the special 2 just hits like a truck. But he can stun through block, create unblockable through block, so he can create his own openings. He's just all around great champion. The next rank 4 though, this one people might not find surprising if you've watched my channel. We're ranking up Vox. I really like Vox too. Vox, in my opinion, is one of the most versatile champs in the game. The degen, direct damage, is just awesome. And the immunities are just through the roof. There's so many immunities that Vox has, and then just the damage is just phenomenal. So yeah, Vox is great. My next rank 4 is going to be very useful. I think that this champion is, honestly, I call them the most mystic champion. We're ranking up Symbiote Supreme. This dude, when you think of mystic abilities and like what a mystic champion does, he like does it all. He's got Power Sting or Power Steal. He's got Nullify. He's got Stagger. What else does he have? He's got Weakness. He's got Armor Break. So he can do quite a bit. We're missing the tier 4 alpha to rank him up to rank 4, so we're gonna pick him up from the Radiant store. And yeah, he just hits like a truck. And some people might be thinking that it's overkill to take him to rank 4, but I really like the increased base stats that he gets. I always think it's valuable to rank up a champion that you plan on using a lot, especially if I'm going to use him in war. You want those extra base stats, just in case you slip up and make a mistake. You'll also crit more with challenger rating, so yeah, Symbiote Supreme is going to be very useful on my account going forward. But next up, we are going to be trying to get my account towards the next tier for Prestige 30. So if you guys look at my Prestige here, I'm like really close to the next tier for, I think it's like 32,700. That means we have a couple of rank 3s that we need to do to boost our Prestige. So we're starting here with Lady Deathstrike. She's naturally Sig 200, so makes sense to get her to rank 3. She'll be in my Prestige after I take her up, so makes sense to do that. She's also generally pretty damn good. She's not really my cup of tea, but there's plenty of stuff that she's useful for, especially in like Alliance War and certain Battlegrounds metas maybe. So yeah, that was a smart rank up, long overdue, and we're like 30-40 prestige points away from the next tier. So yeah, you guys can see there it's 32,730. So we just have a little bit left to do here. So now it's just Sigstone investments. So Silver Surfer, take him to Sig 200. It makes sense. He's got really high prestige still, and with prestige 30, even though he's out of the top 5, he's really good. And then Dragon Man there is naturally Sig 180, so I'm gonna dump some Sigs into him and just finish him off there. I really enjoy Dragon Man, by the way. I think his Sig it's aging very well, but that's it. I think that should be enough to get us to the next tier. Yep, there we go. So we're 4 points above it, and yeah, we should be getting some increased rewards from Adaptive EQ now, which is awesome. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by, you know, hitting the like button and commenting if, you know, what you liked about it. And if you're new here and you like the video, you can subscribe. That'd be awesome. Love growing my channel. Don't you want them to subscribe, Bruno? Yeah, you want them to, right? I'll see you guys for the next video or stream. Peace out.